He's one of the most influential and controversial figures of our time. The man who built Tesla, launched SpaceX, and dared to dream about Mars. But before Elon Musk became a billionaire visionary, he was an immigrant who faced rejection, ridicule, and near bankruptcy more than once. This is Always Fail Forward, where we share the real stories of people who turned failure into their greatest advantage. Today, we're diving into the journey of Elon Musk, the man who risked everything to change the world. Elon Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971. From a young age, he was obsessed with how things worked, taking apart radios, computers, and even rockets in his imagination. By 12 years old, he had already coded and sold his first video game. But growing up wasn't easy. He was shy, awkward, and often bullied so badly that he once ended up in the hospital. He spent most of his time buried in books, science fiction, physics, engineering. Stories of possibility became his escape and his fuel. But at 17, he made a life-changing decision. He left South Africa with nothing more than ambition and a belief that the future could be better. His journey began in Canada, then eventually led him to the United States, the land of opportunity, and, as he'd soon learn, rejection. In the mid-1990s, Silicon Valley was booming, and Elon wanted in. He and his brother Kimball started a company called Zip2, a city guide software for newspapers. But they had no money for an office, so they slept in the same space where they worked, showering at a local YMCA. They lived off cheap food, surviving day by day. Investors laughed at their idea. They said the internet was just a fad, but Elon kept pushing, coding non-stop. Eventually, Zip2 gained traction and was bought by Compaq for $307 million in 1999. Musk made his first fortune, $22 million. For most people, that would be the end of the story. But for Elon, it was just the beginning. With his new wealth, Elon founded X.com, an online banking platform. It was revolutionary, digital payments in an era when most people still mailed checks. But within a year, internal conflict erupted. His team forced him out as CEO while he was on vacation. Elon had just been fired from his own company. X.com eventually merged into PayPal. And though Elon remained a major shareholder, he felt the sting of losing control over his own vision. When PayPal was later sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, Elon walked away with $180 million. But instead of keeping the money, he decided to bet it all. Again. In 2002, Elon founded SpaceX with the goal of making space travel affordable and taking humanity to Mars.
Vehicle tower clear to land a pitch over. Propulsion reports first stage engines nominal. What a sight from the ground cameras at Starbase. Light up 6 engines in a staggered sequence. And if all goes well, those 6 engines will burn for almost 6.5 minutes. Onboard view from Starship.
Experts said it was impossible. Around the same time, he invested heavily in Tesla, an electric car company that most people thought would fail. What followed were some of the darkest years of his life. Between 2006 and 2008, SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches all failed. Millions of dollars went up in smoke. At the same time, Tesla was burning through cash, facing lawsuits, and nearly collapsing under the 2008 financial crisis. Elon had poured every cent of his PayPal fortune into these companies. $100 million into SpaceX, $70 million into Tesla. and $10 million into Solar City. He was broke, borrowing money to pay rent. The world called him a fool. He later said, "My choices were either to watch the companies die or put everything I had into them. I couldn't let them die."
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
Like, one of the most difficult choices I have ever faced in life was in 2008. I think I had maybe $30 million left, or $30 or $40 million left in 2008. I had two choices. I could put it all into one company, and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the two companies. But if I split it between the two companies, then both might die. And when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, or building something, it's like a child. And so it's like, which one am I going to let one starve to death? I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I split the money between the two. 2008 was brutal. 2008, we had the third consecutive failure of the Falcon rocket for SpaceX. Tesla almost went bankrupt. We closed our financing round 6 p.m. Christmas Eve, 2008. It was the last hour of the last day that it was possible. We would have gone bankrupt 2 days after Christmas otherwise.
Today, Elon Musk is worth over $200 billion, leading companies that are redefining transportation, energy, and space exploration. But his legacy isn't about wealth. It's about risk, resilience, and the refusal to quit. From sleeping in an office to sleeping under rocket engines, Elon Musk built his future on the failures that nearly destroyed him.
Why even begin?
When something is important enough, you do it even though the odds are not in your favor.
That's what always fail forward means. To keep going when the odds are impossible, when success feels out of reach, and when everyone else has stopped believing. This was the story of Elon Musk, a man who risked everything, lost everything, and still changed the world. If this story inspired you, remember that failure is not the end. It's the path to innovation. Subscribe to Always Fail Forward for more stories of resilience, perseverance, and the power of never giving up.